Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video we will have a look at the latest from ETS. They finally had the 22 round smoke color magazines in stock. So we first gonna have a look at those, and then we're gonna have a look at the 10 round magazine for the Glock and compare that to a regular usual magazine. So first I had a bit problems. I did order magazines not for the Smith & Wesson mp9 but for the Heckler & Koch, and unfortunately they did ship me two magazines for the Smith & Wesson and not for the Heckler & Koch. So I hope we can resolve that soon. So make sure as you order something there that you get the correct magazine. Then as we start with the Smith & Wesson side, the follower of both magazines stick out like that. That is rather strange, and you can't push it in. So like this, if you put it in the magazine well, the magazine cannot lock, it gets stuck there. So the only way to get the magazine in is actually as it is in the loaded condition. We see here the difference, that simply will not lock in the magazine. We see how much it stands out there. It's not that much. By the Glock it stands out a bit more, but we have to see this one is actually a 19 and not a 17. So the 17 frame would be a bit longer, like the full size Smith & Wesson mp9 here. So that is a bit strange. Just saying, don't smash it in. It is not able to lock. You need to put in minimum one round that the follower is down and actually the magazine can lock. With the Glock magazine, no problem in that regards. The follower there in the not loaded position is way more down compared to that follower there for the mp9. We see it's different, so that is with the Glock magazine that works, with the mp9 not. All magazines come in a simple polymer packaging. This one here is for the Glock, and basically the same packaging is for the Smith & Wesson as well. I put that already away apparently. So yeah, so that about this side. As we look, then I got a 10 round magazine. That's gonna go to a friend that lives behind enemy lines in California, and he can only have 10 round magazines. So that's the packaging there. So I was curious about the difference of the magazine. We have here a regular relative old one in clear polymer that holds all the rounds, and there we have the 10 round magazine. So we see it looks a bit strange as the ammunition is stacked up there. That magazine is, by the way, also in the new smoke finish. That you can get the 10 rounder of course in the clear one too, but I selected the smoke. It's new, and it looks a bit different than the clear that I already had. So by the regular magazine, of course, inside we have no limiter. By the 10 round magazine we have here that dark part there is like a bar. And on the other side, I hope the camera see that, there is that molded in bar as well. So basically the front end of the cartridges are more or less in the middle, like a single stack, but the other side, the primer side of the ammunition, it has a really wild looking curve there to it. Now I did not shoot that magazine, no idea how well it works. We also see that the spring there looks a bit, yeah, unusually bended, let's say like this. Looks quite different there in the magazine, but yeah, so that will be interesting. That's why I got that thing for test. Now we're gonna simply look inside. I think you all know how a magazine, a regular magazine, looks from the inside. So as I take it apart, that is basically for cleaning, nothing special. So what we have is the regular plate that looks like a standard plate. Then we have a single stack magazine spring. That's why the thing did bend over that strange. And I think a regular follower. I don't think they had to change much on the follower. And of course the retainer plate is nothing that special too there. But what is special is the body, the magazine body. I hope the camera see those two bars. We see here one and on top one there. Inside the magazine from this side. Maybe we see it even better. The bar is about 4 millimeters inward, so that we have basically a single stack magazine in the body there. For cleaning, that's going to be a bit more of a problem there. If you go with an old toothbrush or something, that's going to be a bit less. I mean, a bit in the way there to clean it out. The good thing is with such see-through polymer magazines, even the smoke ones, doesn't have to be the complete translucent ones, is that you see where the dirt is, so you can easily clean the things out and get rid of it. So that is pretty nice, but that bar, those two bars in there for sure doesn't make the cleaning any easier. So that's about the difference, those two bars and the single stack spring compared to a double stack spring that gets wider towards the bottom. The double stack spring would quite likely not even fit in that magazine with the bars. So that much about the ETS magazines for today. Make sure to check your order that you get the correct magazine. I've also suggest that you check when they have sales. Usually it's about 10-15%, sometimes it's 20%, and that is really good. Then you get a good deal. Those magazines are of course not as good as factory Glock or factory Smith & Wesson magazine, steel magazine. We have to see that, but they doesn't cost that much, so they are great magazines for on the range and for use. And so far I did not have much problems with them at all. I know other people had, but for me they work. And if you know that what you get, what you pay for, and that is not as much as a factory magazine, then I say it's pretty good. So that much about the ETS magazines.